Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile. And now, today, last time I showed you this little ladder goes up to a grand promenade. Let us go up there now. We'll take the west side, take the west riverside areas. Check them out. We're moving on up to the west side areas, yes. West side of the river. The promenade is not really an interesting area, whereas the quay was. Really, this is just a passageway and a way through to where we want to go. It's not even central to anything like the Battlefront was in Act 3. You know, to where it was a way through to the Solar's Temple and to the docks. And then also had a quest inside of it, a quest item to pick up next to the waypoint. When you beat those blackguards to get Dahlia's ribbon back. But yeah, nothing too interesting about this area. Just a bunch of statues, undying people, ghosts. Not much here, just we're walking and walking. Walking these areas, walking this promenade. What would you consider a promenade? Like, really, what is a promenade? I guess it's a fancy place that's raised up and is a fancy walkway for... I mean, that's what description I'm getting out of this and thinking about Star Wars a little bit. Because I'm thinking like there were promenades in Star Wars books years ago. And in a couple games and whatnot where you were walking on Coruscant and walking up onto a promenade. Away from all the traffic and away from the ghettos of Coruscant. There were like museum... history walks or something there. And forgive me if I sound snotty. I am snotty. I'm still a little sick. As I mentioned, messaged over on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, I am a little ill. Oh, hello, boss time. Andor, the betrayer. He's not all that interesting. I can kill him in 2 shots. 2 shots. Yup, just like that. Oh. I forgot something. Well, I'll go check it out in a few minutes. We're gonna make it to the next waypoint. The next zone we're coming up on has a waypoint right inside the door from this area. So that's gonna be very handy. Not fully handy, but just a little handy-dandy. Don't say that again, Andrew. You know what, I actually thought about it before I said that. I'm like, that's not too bad. It's a handy-dandy waypoint. And maybe just the way I said it did not come out sounding kosher. Well, let me tell you what I'm thinking about. You see how my hotbar has in the lower right corner is the hotbar next to the mana pool, where it shows where I'm left-clicking to walk, right-clicking to connect blast, and just having a few other things on standby ready to use whenever I want to use my keyboard. Well, I had an idea, because I am a spellslinger, a wanderer even, which he gets attacks by using projectiles. See this? This is a projectile. It's very interesting. It has a very interesting setup with what I'm thinking about. Not a setup, but a interaction. Ooh, a bathhouse. Alrighty, let's go into the bathhouse, Witchy. Yes. Gonna take a dip? No. No dips. Okay. Witchy does not bathe in public. No, I do not. Well, the gem I'm thinking about is called... It's a green one. I don't see it here, so I'll have to buy it from someone else. So let's head to my hideout and talk to Lily.
Godslayer.
Calls us a Godslayer for some reason. It's not because we're killing all these gods, is it? Yes, Tornado. It creates a tornado that hinders and repeatedly damages enemies around it. It will move forward for a small duration, during which your projectiles, like Kinetic Blast, can collide with it to deal damage as though it were an enemy. Then it will chase down enemies for a secondary duration and reflect a portion of the damage it took from your projectiles to them, in addition to its own damage to the enemies. Oh, I just accidentally put it on cast when damage taken. Well, let's not leave it on cast when damage taken. Let's set it up to where I'm actually using it. Let me show it off really quick here in my hideout. Wind, blow, gust, tornado. Okay. Where did it go? It went down here for some reason. No, flee, run, flee, tornado. Fly, tornado, fly. Well, let's see what we can do if we level it up a little bit. I want to see if this interaction works with my Kinetic Blaster really well. And excuse me. The bathhouse are kind of a squarish area. We may also have noticed in the quest log that Hector's Paragon's quest to get Hector's treasure is actually located in this area. And like he said, Hector has risen from the dead to start protecting his treasure for some reason. Why he didn't before, I'll never know, but he's risen now. So we're gonna have to fight Hector for the treasure that he's buried with here at the bathhouse. What weirdo buries himself at a bathhouse? Although, considering me a little bit, I think I know what I want to do for my burial, but it won't be a bathhouse. But water will be involved, I believe. Anyways, besides that, end-of-life decisions and all that you don't need to know about, I believe we should be finding Hector right about here, over here. Usually I get him over on the left side. But yes, this is Hector Titicus, the Eternal Servant. He has a big old shield, and as you can see, for his, he blocks projectiles when he's charging. So he uses shield charge to run around. He will also blink for some reason somewhere around him. And he will leave these bloody orbs running behind him whenever his shield charges too. So they'll shoot out at you, and it's kind of like the corrupted, not the corrupted, but the greed whispering essences. Not the whispering essences, but any greed essences. The monsters you fight to get a greed essence will have those bloody orbs. Or it's kind of actually a lot like Malachi, too. When you fought him for the final time, he had a bunch of bloody orbs spouting all over the place inside of his area. Yeah, as you can also see here, there's also, if I could move, if I weren't frozen, a Trial of Ascendency.
On the night of 1,000 ribbons, our finest city burned. It burned with fires lit by cruelty and neglect. It burned with shame for giving the title of emperor to a man who did not deserve it.
Yeah. I wonder, how is that bronze monograph made, and spoken of from Azaro, if... Maybe it's just Azaro reading it from the pat as a ghosty ghost, and saying, hey, this is why the Empire fell. Because it was not ruled by a fit king. That's always the thing with kings. If they're not fit, they fall. You would think, though, that our way, the USA way of doing it, would be an okay way of doing it because we're always replacing our leaders. Problem is now it seems like a bunch of people have made a business out of running the country, and business is not going well. So it's like not going well for us. At least it seems so sometimes. There's always a lot of trouble going on nowadays. Doesn't it? It sucks. And this door is always going to be locked because there's a Trial of Ascendency plaque. But yes, we should, for now at least, we'll need to keep on replacing who's ever in charge. Just in case you weren't aware that was something you could do. Yeah, I wanted to make that reference there. I haven't listened to Hamilton in a few months. Just a few months. It's not like I listen to it every month. But it's fun to listen to. Where am I going? Oh hey, crafting recipe. Probably for something fire related. If you need that recipe, it's here. Oh, door's open. Okay. I must throw the switch. Die, alchemist, die. Your magic doesn't belong in this world, it belongs in Golden Sun. Well, yeah, then this area is kind of interesting because it's a kind of an offshoot to a bunch of different areas again. You can go off to the side, to a side area to do a boss fight and get a reward for doing the boss fight, on top of having already gotten a reward for killing Hector. Or we can go over here to this corner, somewhere over here. See, here's Hector's tomb. He just crawled right out. Weird. Weird statue dedicated to Hector. Although I do like the name Hector. It's usually a name well associated with strength and beastliness and supermanliness. Because, like, if you were to play Fire Emblem 7, the Binding Blade, oh boy. No, I mean the Blazing Sword. Oh boy. Hector in that game, as everyone who plays the game says, Hector smash. Hector is a god among men in that game. Not just because he's a little psychic, too. Where he has dreams and prophecies of the future. Of course, it's mainly because, a little bit because his daughter's game came before his game. You know, it's weird. You would have thought that they would have made a canon in the 7th game for who Hector would have married. But so far as I can see from the ending meetups, the A rank, S rank, you know, the relationships in that game, I never saw anything that said it where they became his wife, queen, and mother to Lilina in the 6th game. So that just that's a cute little squirrel.
Need your aid.
There's a cute little squirrel outside my window. Jeez. Well, just looking at this right here, I think I'm just gonna do this.
Choice.
This, and finally this. Just gonna do a little square right there. Do a little square dance. Make a little get down tonight. Get down tonight. Down tonight. For love. Tonight. I don't even know if I'm doing this actual song. I'm just singing. And I'm sick, so I shouldn't be singing. I have very poor voice when I'm sick. And yet I'm trying to sing. What kind of crazy person am I? Come on, mirror monster. Oh, it has life regen. Fine, you don't need to die. You will live. You will live and bother Tujin forevermore. We're just gonna pick up these exotic coins that I've dropped. Open the treasure chest and move on with our lives. Because we're not killing a life regen guy. I know for a fact I don't do enough damage to him. Oh, you know, I should try Tornado on him. Because Tornado in combination with Kinetic Blast and everything might just pull it off. And it's not. Okay. Never mind. Move along, nothing to see here. Ah, here we go, in this corner. In this corner of the arena, we have the Lunaris Concourse. Yes, this was actually the Ebony Legion back in Act 3. Ebony Barracks. It's now been blessed by Lunaris and reopened as the temple grounds of the concourse for the temple. So one thing we're going to notice is Lunaris has her own ribbons here as well as what Dahlia had. There'll be ice-based ribbons. Yeah, and see the way into that sewer before is broken. But yay, another waypoint. Now, just give me a few minutes here, everyone, and I'll be right back really quick as a lick. As a lick? That's weird to say. 2 shakes of lamb's tail, as they say. Be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from my little break. Well, you know, even though we made it to the Lunaris Concourse, I want to head over to the Green Gate now. Over to the east side, the sun side of the river, the sunny side of life.
Life is too precious to waste on you.
Trying to think of well, I'm gonna stop trying to think of that because I don't want to sing again.
Run through your tunnels, ugly little rat. Pick up your scraps. Beware of the cat.
This strange voice is having fun with talking about rats. Yeah, there are a lot of rats in this area actually in the Grain Gate, which is kind of on point for rats because they like to hang around where there's lots of grain and seeds and nuts. Nut. Nut. And see, there's some rats right there. They're very vanilla enemies. Even the yellow ones, I think. I'm not sure if there are yellow rats, but I'm sure there are. I don't recall seeing any, but I'm sure they exist somewhere, somehow, sometime. Ow! What did I die to? Oh, that sucked. Anyways, running that Delirium mirror, I get nothing I'm interested in, so... EclecticAndrew, how do I find my way through this area? It's such a maze. I go in and out of buildings and I can't seem to find my way. Well, as you may notice, there is this dead body here. This dead Legionnaire of some kind. This dead soldier. So long as we find a building with an entrance to it that has a dead body, dead soldier by it, somewhere nearby it. Is that it? No, I think that's just the... Oh no, that is the... This might be the way to go. It's typically the way forward. It's typically gonna be... Yeah, I think we're going the right way now then. What? It seems maybe the Ebony Legion that's left over, or exiles or whatnot, trying to Yeah, see, there's magic rats. Make their way through this area. Have ended up on the bad side of something that was much stronger than them. Maybe something like over here, the Gemling Legionnaires with their official orders. Wow, I'm killing them really fast. There are many Gemling Legionnaires, and the Gemling Captain. Destroy them all. Do not let them escape. Do not let them destroy you. And you can talk to Marmoa for reward for killing them.
Captain,
and read their official orders.
Remain in the warehouse.
The ones that were left over.
For you. In the unlikely event that Chitus should fall, you and your fellow Legionnaires will be safely beyond the perimeter of his heart gem's influence.
Heart gem?
You men and women are my finest work yet. I would not lose you all to some aberration of chance.
Interesting.
Malachi.
So there's something called a heart gem. I wonder if anything will ever come of that knowledge. But yes, with the Gemling Legionnaires destroyed once and for all, we can return to town and talk to Marmoa for reward. And here's another dead body, so this is more than likely our way forward. Why the Gemling Legionnaires left a trail of bodies behind on their way forward and backward through this area to find their way. I guess it just made it a little easier for their possessed minds to say, hey, maybe I should go this way. If I go this way, because I know that this thing is here, it's a way I know why to go. You're gonna miss this a lot. This area right here. This is the way forward to the Imperial Fields. Be prepared for more rats and more scarecrows even. And more bugs. And bugs and bugs and bugs. Because this area was a former farmland of the Sarn Empire. So of course we're going to find cows that have mutated into these bulls. Skeletons of farmers. Many more bugs. And scarecrows. Yes, scarecrows. We did run into the scarecrow monster before, back in Act 2. With the old fields where the Asmeri on the water dam in the forest encampment made their farm over there. And then later we saw that, what's his name? Ralakesh made his burning farm, start burning it all over there. On our way to fight him. But yeah. Anyways, this area is nice too because it's not a concourse or anything, or a promenade or anything. It's just another way forward. No real anything of note except for a unique monster, of course. And the nice thing is, it's a waypoint. So it's a nice way to beat the Gemling Legionnaires, move forward a little bit, grab the waypoint, and get the reward from Marmoa. And wow, we're gonna find a lot of Reigns of Chaos here. The divination card. Those divination cards, back when the divination cards first came out, was like the #1 way to get chaos orbs. You farm the field areas over and over and over again, and just get Reigns of Chaos.
My courageous hawk removes yet another snake from the long grass. I offer you a reward, but my mind remains unsettled. The captain lies rotting in the ground, buzzing with flies. But if Gemling Legionnaires can regain their sentience, then can all the monstrosities of the Undying do the same? My thoughts turn to the burrows and chambers beneath the earth of Sarn. Could there be some new, undead civilization growing and preparing itself underground at this very moment? Such thoughts do not make for easy sleeping.
Yeah, I certainly would. That's not a monster you want under your bed.
There is nothing else.
You found
Skill point for
no easy feat.
Gemlings.
How's old Hector these days? Not so good after you cross paths with him, am I right?
No,
I'll
not
polish
really.
these wings up and get them back to their owners, just as soon as my Mariketh friend can get her folks to pay the ransom. Price, I mean.
Oh, you already had
In the
a
meantime,
contact?
take a little something from my stock as payment.
And you're paying they're paying you a ransom? Why are they paying you a ransom?
Well, they're forged from solid gold. I can tell you that much. But I suppose that's not really what you're asking about. The wings are a treasured piece of the Mariketh heritage. Back when the tribes quit their squabbling and joined hands to battle the Eternal Empire, the wings were seen as a symbol of their unity.
Ah.
The Golden Sakima wore them as she led the whole bloody Mariketh horde against Sarn. She was a single greatest hope for the Mariketh was that Asenath. Hector Tatusius crushed both their hopes and their precious Sakima.
Oh no. And it doesn't seem like the hordes of Mariketh stayed together after her death. Maybe just even Deshret was able to make another stand against Hector, but maybe not with full force. Now, Sin has something to say to us. What does Sin have to say?
In Azara's grotesque little garden, you'll find an old friend of mine. The yawning moor that is Ugol. But a soft portrait of what that pathetic creature has come to believe about the nature of fear. Those who look upon him see their own fears reflected in his horrifying visage.
Huh, really?
Vaal scholars seem compelled to answer all manner of strange and troubling questions. Ugol was one such scholar. Whilst plumbing the depths of humanity, he came to believe that there was no truer expression of humanity than pure terror.
Alright, we were just in Scarecrow area.
Children, and then capture their reactions with an eldritch mirrors, devices of his own creation that could petrify fear for extended study. Through his gallery of reflected terror, Ugol came to understand human nature so well that he was able to manipulate his way into the Vaal halls of leadership, and eventually grew so feared and renowned that he ascended into godhood.
Really? Interesting.
Remember, humanity needs us.
So, there's another god out there. Well, those gardens he was talking about would be an offshoot of the bathhouse. And we just killed the Legionnaires. Yeah, let's go back to the bathhouse then. Track down Ugol really quick, see if we can beat him. See if we can handle his fear of fear. Because there's nothing to fear except fear itself. Sorry, brain fart. I'm having a brain fart. I have nothing to say. We could fight Hector again if we wanted to, because Hector respawns every time you re-roll the zone. Just, you can carry on past him. You don't need to fight him over and over and over again. Ooh, a remnant of corruption. I need those. I'm gonna kill this monster, kill those monsters spawns for killing it. Come on, tornado! Tornado! Not sure if I'm doing the tornado right. Those are some very interesting combination of words. Do not say do the tornado. Although, for all we know, that could be the next big thing in the next 20 years. It's like the Eiffel Tower of 20 years from now. The sex positions of future times. I'm trying to make a Christmas Carol reference to where it's, instead of the ghost of Christmas future, it's the ghost of sexual future. Future sex. I might have something on the brain at the moment. Here we are, the High Gardens. I don't know why that would be on my mind at the moment. I just tried to make a joke about it, I guess, and it wasn't coming through exactly. How did the term "do" become? Well, because I know it from watching the Let's Play of Chugga Conroy and the Runaway guys playing Link to the Past. that A is to do. And anytime you need to do something, you press A. So you press A to do. You press A to do this, you press A to do that. So, I mean, it's very... But back in the 90s, I know there was a thing to where you would say... Okay, I know why now. Because, TV shows at the time were censoring the act by saying, yeah, we did it. Yeah, me and this girl, we did it. So I guess it's how it came to be in my little pubescent head that to do was to do it, was to do it. So... Oh, don't you love therapy sessions with me, Eclectic Andrew? The gamer. The therapy session. I'm sorry, our session is over now. That'd be $2.99. Will I be able to see you next week? I'm sorry, Dr. Crane is not in right now. If you'd like to make an appointment... I know what to call this episode. Part of this episode. Yes. Do I call it that? I want to. Because both Scarecrow and Yogo are creatures of fear. And that was such a funny line from that movie. Where Dr. Crane was scared to death of Batman. And Batman had actually drugged him with his own fear toxin. And Crane has set his brain up so... trained his brain so well, you know, basically hypnotized himself in such a way that he was able to hypnotize himself being a receptionist saying, Dr. Crane is not in right now. If you'd like to make an appointment, please call again. And yeah, I think I can. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of titles for this video. Because technically you're supposed to come up with the title video before you do the video, I guess nowadays. That would be more handy. The Pools of Terror. Whoa, whoa, what on earth is this? It's a froggy. Witchy, do you fear froggies? No. Hate frogs. Yeah? You didn't eat a frog one time and it made you sick, and you didn't want anything to do with them ever again? No. Good. Oh, there goes the frog into the pool. Whoa. Mini frogs. No. Shh. And give me a minute. Welcome back. And yeah. Yoko's good at killing people. Also, there's this monster I forgot to mention here in the bathhouse and the High Gardens. A chrome-plated gargoyle. Whenever you kill them, they will drop a chrome ball that will chase you and just completely degen you forever and ever, so long as it's touching you. And the more chrome balls that are touching you, the more you're being degened permanently. Not permanently, but just so long as it's touching you. Yes, we don't like chrome here in Breaklast. Well, am I frozen? I'm frozen. Yes, I'm finding some sulfite in this area that I've rerolled, but I already have full sulfite.
This is good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, Nico. Good stuff for Nico. Give more stuff to Nico. What I'm thinking of, Nico. Nico. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm literally thinking of Nico from League of Legends. Ho 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 ho. Now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm the big, tough, strong guy. Or you, smelly spirit or something or whatever. And I'm mumbling, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, everyone! Let us try again to fight Yogul, Essence of Fear, Embodiment of Fear, Doctor of Fear, the Scholar of Fear. See, he's also got the degenning mirror balls now in his case. Just about everything in this area causes degen. And I'm not sure if it's physical chaos, anything. I'm not sure if it's blockable. I think it might just be a set amount of degen. So just keep on the move. Attack when you can. Keep on the move. Don't let the balls catch up to you. And don't let Yogul hit you either. He's strong himself. You know, actually I might do cold degen too, because that's a thing. Cold damage does degen. I think it's called I don't know if it's called anything in particular as opposed to just being a cold dot damage. Yeah, actually it's a very... I'm stepping in this pool. Don't step in the pools. Because if you step in the pools, look what happens. So much damage. Sure. Anyways. Whoa, boy. Run. Recover the energy shield. Yes. And the doctor is now gone for good. He has had his license revoked. And this is Yogul proper, really.
In death, the mirrors
or
are thus shattered.
It's his idol or whatever. I don't know.
Yogul was a cautionary tale. The only way to truly understand fear is to become it.
And fear itself is not very much. Though you do take less reflected damage and have a chance to reflect hexes. Okay. Anyways, that should be all for what I want to do today. If you want to check out now and you don't want to get a lore dump from all the talking we're going to be doing, then check out the lore on all the people. Say,
so it was that bloody scholar after all, was it? Sick bastard.
He's sick bastard.
Well, he's
Bastardo.
gone now, and I hope you made sure he suffered like those poor kiddies he tormented. I'd have toasted him nice and slow like a spitted pig. See how he'd like them apples stuffed in his mouth. Here, have something for keeping us safe from the divine undesirables of this world.
Yeah. What? Oh, a book of skill. Yay. And yeah, if I had asked... Oh, he doesn't have it anymore. I accidentally talked to him last time when I died, and he had something to say about... I've heard something about this so-and-so scholar from the Volish area.
Yes.
And anyways, that's all for
You're looking sharp.
this episode. If you liked what we did, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you like. Take care of yourselves until next time, and one more time I'm gonna do another little drop. Let me know if you want to see Super Mario Brothers or Pokemon Snap at some point in the future. Until next time, take care of yourselves and have fun. Bye-bye. Bye.